What's going on, everybody? Brick Builder here, and welcome to another episode of the iCraft SMP. And today we're gonna be doing a bit of a walkie/talkie episode today. Before we do that, if you guys have enjoyed and want to see more of the iCraft series, make sure to let me know and drop a like and subscribe. But let's check out some of the enchanted items I've made in between episodes. I did make these right here. I just enchanted them, got some fairly good stuff, along with this sword, this shovel, and then this bow I took out of my AFK fish farm. It's not great, but it's enough to suit my needs for now. But we're going to do a little bit of walking, talking, just resource gathering, all that sort of thing. And what we're going to be discussing today is YouTube, and specifically this concept of people saying make variety content, make sure you have a variety of content. And we're going to discuss why I personally disagree with that to a certain extent. So to begin, the first thing that I don't get is when people ask gaming YouTubers specifically, like bigger YouTubers, they ask the other YouTubers for advice, what they should do for gaming. People generally say, make sure you make a variety of content. In my opinion, this just doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, yes, you shouldn't only exclusively have one series unless you think that one series is enough to market YouTube's success. But I do feel like a thing that a lot of people do not realize is the more different series you have to cover, the more stuff is spread out and the more difficult it becomes to fill a particular niche, because your niche is massive. Like, see, although all gaming YouTubers fill the gaming niche, we can't successfully all expect to obtain the whole niche. The best way of looking at YouTube is, the way that I look at it is almost like you've got to try to absorb audiences in a particular sense. So, like, bigger YouTubers can branch out and play any game they want, and they're going to get fairly successful. But other creators can't do that. For instance, I personally do Minecraft, and I started my channel off and it was all PvP Minecraft exclusively. And although I definitely have not taken over, quote unquote, the Minecraft PvP community, I felt like that was a niche that I could do. It was a bit more specific than Minecraft, because you need to have some sort of specific characteristic in your niche that makes people want to come back to you. Like, Minecraft is a very broad topic, and although it has been done in the past and people have successfully built brands and channels out of it and even made their jobs from it, they all started with one niche and then kind of expanded from there. So I started with Minecraft PvP, and it went fairly well, you know what I mean? I've been doing tons of those videos. I got like a bunch. But recently, and by recently I mean probably in the past year or so of YouTube, I have also added the other niche of more vanilla survival sort of things. For instance, I've done vanilla views, I have done super survival, and now I'm doing the iCraft SMP, and I'm sure there'll be other different survival series in the future. So, those are all different things that I haven't done in the past and I'll be doing in the future. But the way I look at it is, yes, it's a variety of content, but it's a variety with reason. I can't realistically, if I wanted to grow my channel and expect to maintain an audience that works for me specifically, you can't really try to branch out too far. Yes, you need a variety, and your videos can't be the exact same thing every time, and I do think that you should be innovating with your videos and making things that, are new and not, you can't just do the same thing over and over and over again until, you have 800 videos of it. That's just not going to work. But if like, the concept of variety content doesn't work. If you want to be a funny moments YouTube channel, then don't also post gameplays. Post funny moments. And then if you want to be for a specific game, like for instance Minecraft, pick a niche in Minecraft that's more marketable, that you can choose that target audience first. Because although some people are going to disagree with me on this one, I think it's important that you narrow down your target audience as a smaller content creator until you get to a point where your audience can broaden. It's the same thing with like search engine optimization or tags for YouTube videos. If you put the tag Minecraft, you're not going to be on the first page unless you're this really big creator who gets millions on millions of views. But something like Minecraft Survival Multiplayer 1.12 might be more marketable for you. People might actually click that. And that's a market that you can definitely try to obtain. There's an audience there that can become yours. And that once you get that audience, then you can transfer that audience into making your niche bigger and you widen it. But it's just important that you kind of pick one thing to focus your brand on, in my personal opinion, And yes, for some creators, they start right away at the big niche of like just gaming or whatever type of game they want to play, and it works out. For instance, Waffles would be a really good example of somebody on the iCraft server who's very successful with this. He has all sorts of series running on his channel, and it works very well. For somebody like me, although I have played other games in the past and I still plan to do other ones in the future, those series definitely do worse than my Minecraft ones, because my niche and my audience and my target audience is the Minecraft community. I'm primarily a Minecraft channel, and I plan to maintain that way until something new comes that I feel like should be my new audience or my new like goal. You know what I mean? Or my new target that I want. But for now, Minecraft isn't it. Probably will be for the very foreseeable future, and I'm talking like a really long time from now. But I just think it's important, and one big thing there is, you know, you've got to have something realistic here. Like, realistically, you're not going to be able to get all the Minecraft audience just starting out. But you have a better chance at targeting and getting like-minded individuals through the use of, you know, picking a smaller genre. I think it's something that you can do, or kind of taking a subsection of the genre. For instance, you might not be able to, like, let's put this in another sort of metaphor here. Like, let's say you're a writer or an author, and you want to write a book, and you want to become well known for this one type of book. You can't expect to become well known for a fiction. You can't be you're not gonna be well known as a fiction author right away. But you have a shot after a few historical fiction books to be known as a historical fiction writer. That's more realistic. It's a smaller audience that is more targeted and more direct. And that directivity is crucial to connectivity on YouTube and, you know, to have succession of like growth and steady growth, which is definitely a thing that most people want to maintain, if not have exponential growth. Both are definitely worth having. But like, you definitely got to pick a niche that you can really target towards, and that is less broad. Like, yes, having broadness can help you, but also more specific allows you to target a certain group of people, certain individuals, or like-minded people who like similar things. Now, of course, you're never going to get 100% people who do the exact same thing, like the exact same thing, but it is a lot easier to target a smaller genre than a big one. For instance, gaming on YouTube is massive. There's not many YouTubers who I would classify as gaming YouTubers who are like very big. When I think of gaming YouTubers, I think of, you know, PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, etc. They're very successful gaming YouTubers. And then, yes, you can call me a gaming YouTuber because I do play games, but in my opinion, I'd be a Minecraft YouTuber. I used to be a Minecraft PvP YouTuber. And eventually, I don't know what it's going to be, but that's just sort of how it is. Things change and your niche grows as you grow. And I feel like that's a thing to note. Because if you stay on one niche, and once you've got that niche pretty well pat, it's kind of crucial that you expand on it before your audience dies down. Because the thing about your audience is that they generally support you and what you make. So if you ever want to expand your niche, you should do it while you're succeeding. The thing is that, see, success and like conformity gets people comfortable. So if you see a ton of views on a series, don't just exclusively upload that series, because then once that series' growth is done, you've got a problem. All those people have left because they're not getting what they asked for. You know what I mean? It's crucial that you sort of diversify, but diversify smart, and don't just make a variety of things. I mean, your first 10 videos realistically shouldn't be 10 different games, because that just isn't going to work out for your channel, most likely. Yes, there's exceptions, and yeah, I'm definitely not the end-all be-all for YouTube, but I mean, I have been doing it for a few years, and I think I'm pretty successful in what I do. I guess the way that I interpret success, though, isn't based off numbers. So if numbers or money is your, you know, target, then maybe this isn't the right video for you. I'm not really sure. Maybe take my advice into account, maybe modify it to your needs, but I just think that targeting a niche is very crucial, and that's a lot of things that you really should think about before going in. What type of YouTuber do you want to be? And what type of YouTuber do you always want your beginnings to be known as? Because even if you move on, and a good example of this would be like Sky Does Minecraft, who is now Net Nobody. For instance, you know, he used to play Minecraft videos and make Minecraft videos, and he's very successful at that. But now he makes music, and whether or not you like his music is besides the point, because he's still always going to be known as that guy who started on YouTube with Minecraft. You know what I mean? That's not going away. So it's crucial that you pick something that you're okay with, you know, being remembered as you evolve, because generally if you're successful and you do end up evolving, it's still going to come back, I want to say, to haunt you, but if you chose something you like, it's not going to haunt you. You know what I mean? That's the crucial thing. And it's just something that, like, I think you have to kind of think about before you start a channel. Of course, it's very crucial to do that. But again, variety is important, but limit your variety. You want variety, but you don't want it to a point where it gets too insane that you don't even have a target. It's just whatever you feel like making for that video. Because targeting an audience for one video isn't really a successful way to keep a brand going or keep a channel going. You need to have a brand that works for, you know, the future, and it works for all of your videos. Like, think to yourself right now, if you have a channel, or if you know a channel that you watch, think to yourself and ask yourself right now, what type of video or what topic do all this person's videos correspond to? And for me, that would primarily be Minecraft now. And yes, that's a big niche, and I have taken on the niche earlier than I would recommend. It is probably not smart to do what I'm doing, where I'm doing survival, PvP, etc. But I get you know, enjoyment out of it. And for me personally, making content is the reason I do YouTube, not for money, not for subscribers. Although if you want to make the family bigger, the Castaway family, by subscribing, I do appreciate that. And it's not like I ignore the numbers. I just look at all of them in a good, positive manner instead of, oh my gosh, no, I haven't grown this month. Oh no, I must delete YouTube channel or fix this or subbot. That's just not really the way I do things. And I think that it's important that you pick a niche that works for you. You got to pick something that you can maintain and that you're okay with maintaining for an extended period of time. And yes, change your niche up. I'm not saying to stay in one type of video or one game until, you know, your channel is done. But it's important that you start with a niche to get your first core audience right there, which could either be your first 10 subscribers, 100,000, I don't know. Whatever you want to say your core beginning audience is until you've really, quote-unquote, made it in a way. But I just think, you know, a niche is crucial. You got to pick a target that works for you. Don't pick something that's crazy, outlandish, far out. And the thing with your niche, though, now this is a really important part of it, so make sure you pay attention. In my opinion, your niche has to still have an audience, though, which is important. A lot of people will tell you that any niche on YouTube can eventually make it. And the sad truth of this is that not every niche will ever make it to the point where you can make it a job. That is the thing, because a lot of YouTubers do make it a job, or won't ever have the certain size and necessity to really grow a key audience. But the thing to note is that realistically, if that happens, in my opinion, your niche is too specific, and you're going to want to broaden your niche. For instance, if I wanted to make a channel discussing movies, there's tons of them out there. If I wanted to make a channel discussing movies and that sort of thing, and I say, okay, well, I like superhero movies, because I do, and Thor Ragnarok was awesome, by the way, but let's say I wanted to make a channel where I talk about Thor Ragnarok. Now, although Thor Ragnarok currently has a massive population of people watching it and looking for videos on it, that is because, well, the movie came out very recently as of the time of recording this video. So, the audience is high right now, and the necessity to watch that is high. So the niche is really growing now, and it works. And it's targeted enough where I think that could work, and if I really brand myself well, that could work. But what about 5 years from now? What about 5 years from now when Chris Hemsworth is done making Thor movies, or even if it's sooner or later, I don't know, but when he's done making Thor movies? And better yet, what about when Thor 4 comes out? Nobody's going to be looking for Thor Ragnarok videos, you know what I mean? Why would they do that when they could watch Thor 4 videos? So, in essence, you've got to choose a niche that can expand as well with time. For instance, Minecraft Survival can expand. I'm not always going to play Minecraft Survival 1.8 until the end of like time. You know what I mean? That doesn't work on my channel. I've got to move on with different mod packs or different versions of the game, or as mini games grow, PvP, you got to try different games or try different tactics or play the updates. That sort of thing is crucial to keeping your niche alive, which is a very important part. You can't really expect your niche to just work out forever, just leaving it be. You know what I mean? You've got to expand on your niche, or you've got to change it, or you have to adapt as the niche adapts. Because the thing about YouTube is it's like a train, and you can choose to get on the train whenever you want. But if you don't get on the train, you're not going to get where eventually you're going to need to be. And the train won't come back for you. So if you get left, you're going to have to walk your way there. And the walking will take a really long time. Now, it's not to say you won't ever be able to walk to your success. It's just that the train would get you much faster. And for some people, speed is everything. So it's definitely important you weigh your factors here. If you're in just for YouTube just because, like, you know, you want to lollygag around, which is sort of my personal opinion. I do YouTube just for fun, and, you know, if it becomes a job, it does. But that's not my focus on YouTube and all that sort of thing. So, like, if it takes me forever to hit whatever subscriber goal you're thinking of in your head right now, then it takes me forever. And honestly, I'm content with that, and I don't really look at the numbers as, no, I need these numbers. So numbers aren't really a contributing factor for me personally, but for some people they might be. So it's just important you pick a, you know, niche that has those numbers then, if that's your importance, but pick something specific enough that not everybody. So, you know, it's just important that you pick a niche that works well for your needs and that will work for what you want. But I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say there. So my advice to any starting YouTubers, all right, right now, if you're thinking of starting a YouTuber, or you already have a YouTube channel, remember, it's never too late to start. It's never, you know, it's never too late to start. People are like, no, you didn't start in 2010, you're not going to be famous on YouTube. That's not true. If fame is what you're going for, you have a chance, you're just going to have to put in a lot of work. Or, okay, I already have subscribers, is it too late for me to do this? It is not. You still have the potential to change your niche or to fix your niche after watching this video, or whenever you come to this realization yourself. You can still change it, and you'll have time to. You just start. The sooner you start, the better, in my opinion. Like, you know, there's no reason to wait. Just go with it. But my advice to starting YouTubers would be the following. So think to yourself right now, what type of videos can I create on a regular basis that I enjoy making that have an audience? All right, now that's going to be a very broad topic for sure. Let's hope it's broad. So it should be broad. Now, think about this. Now I want you to think of 3 different subcategories for the game. So for instance, for me, if I was playing Minecraft, I'm thinking PvP, survival, and adventure maps. All right, those are my 3 categories I've got right there. And now think, which of those can I start doing that has an audience that people repeatedly watch? And I feel like there's lots of different options you can take there. Now, when you're considering which one to start with, some things to consider are any people doing this? Because in my opinion, you need some other people to be doing the same thing you're doing to have the ability to network out with other people. If nobody else is playing survival Minecraft on YouTube, then iCraft wouldn't happen, and other SMPs wouldn't happen, and that sort of thing. And ideas wouldn't circulate, and that sort of thing. But it's important that when you think of, is anybody else doing this idea, then you got to think, what kind of twist can I put on it? And after you come up with your twist, that pretty much the next crucial step of after coming up with how you're going to do it is there too many people doing it? Is there too many people who are doing this for way too long or way more successfully than I'll ever be able to do it? Because, for instance, there's a lot of people you're going to be competing with in your niche, for sure. That's just how it is. That's how life is. You're always going to be competing with people, and, you know, that's just part of it, I guess. You just got to learn to accept that. But choose one where the competition is good competition, and it's not an impossible, like, odds game, because you want the cards kind of to be stacked in your favor. But that's just my personal opinion. Of course, let me know what you think about YouTube variety, and, you know, what you think about content variety on channels, and whether you like it better when gamers have a bigger niche of gaming, or when any other sort of channel has a bigger niche than just one specific thing. Let me know what you think about that. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I don't know everything about YouTube. I'm just sharing my personal opinion and feedback and all that sort of thing. So, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave me a comment letting me know your opinion on today's talkie episode. If you do want to see more talkie episodes, let me know. I'm always down for you to leave me a comment as well with any sort of topic you might want to see discussed, because that is definitely a thing I will do if we get some good topics. But make sure to subscribe as well, and I'll see you in another episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I bid you all a farewell.